Leos. This is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn, Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Normally what I do is I let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at it. Are we looking at life, love, career, health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So this is going to be for the first couple of weeks of May. So let's see what's going on in May for you Leos. There's one. So the Devil card in reverse. So that's always kind of a good thing because usually the Devil card has to do with obsessions, maybe some bad habits, some things not necessarily good. But if the Devil card is in reverse, that probably means maybe you have given up some of those bad habits. So then we'll see what kind of bad habits you've given up. That came sideways. I want it this way. 4 of Cups. So this one wants to come out. So let's see. That's too many. Like that one. Okay, so we've got 5. Let's get at least one more. And that one. Okay. So we've got the Devil in reverse. And then we have the 4 of Cups in the upright. And then we have the Queen of Swords in the upright. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. And the 6 of Wands. Oops, 6 of Wands in the upright. And the High Priestess in the upright. Okay, so let's think about this. If you're giving up some bad habits, and the 4 of Cups is, like, if you can look at this, you can see, like, the cup at the top is kind of like the universe is trying to hand you happiness. Okay, so it's like the universe is wanting to hand you happiness, and it feels like, because if you look at this, she's also sitting there like she's been meditating. She's got her hands in the prayer position. It's kind of like she's been going, please universe, bring me this, bring me this, bring me this. And the universe is like going, here it is. And I feel like you're kind of like, it's like, so see, when I see the Queen of Swords, it makes me think that you just like to bitch about everything that you don't have. And the 8 of Cups is in reverse. So it feels like you have in the past been very ungrateful for what you had. And it feels like you are making a shift from looking at things from the negative, and you are moving forward to the positive, and you are starting to go, you know what? The universe has given me a lot of really, really good things. And I am ready to take those good things from the universe and move forward, because I always look at that and it looks like she's going, wee! And it all has to do with kind of like a higher spiritual perspective. So it feels like there has been some major thought processes that you are ready to leave some old thought processes behind and move forward. And that I feel like the thing that I feel like they're saying is like, you're going, you know what? Maybe there is something to this gratitude. Having gratitude in this gratitude journal and being grateful for what I have and focusing on that instead of everything that I don't have. So I feel like you have made a shift in your thinking of more, because I feel like maybe in the past you were really focused on everything that was wrong in your life. And now you've kind of went, you know what? This really hasn't been working. So I'm going to kind of go and I'm going to start focusing on things that are right in my life and see if I can multiply those things. Okay, so what kind of a, do I want that? No. I want to see what kind of emotions we're dealing with at this current moment in time. So you've made some changes for the positive, it appears. I feel like, no, I don't want those. All right, that one needs to come out, apparently. What else? What other emotions are we dealing with at this moment in time that maybe has made you shift from the way you used to be to where you're heading now? Why all of a sudden are you deciding you want to be more grateful about things? I feel like something happened. Like I feel like I'm hearing close call. Boy, that was a close call. So I don't know if some of you were in a car accident, or maybe you had a health scare, or something happened where it was kind of like you saw your life flash before your eyes, and all of a sudden you're like, whoo, I need to be more grateful, because what could have happened could have been so much worse. And that was like the thing that snapped you from pity, self-pity and feeling sorry for yourself to, man, I need to be more grateful. So it was either like literally a near-death experience, a very, very close call on a car accident, or a health scare. Something where you literally saw your life flash before your eyes and you were like, oh my God, I really need to get my shit together, and I need to start being more grateful for what I have. I mean, that's just like this feeling that I have right now. Whew. So I am very interested to see what kind of a close call y'all had. Was it health? Was it a car accident? Was it a near-death experience? Let's take that one. So let's see what emotions, let's see if we can figure out what happened. Comforted, reassured, consoled, nourished. Reassured, consoled, nourished. So let me think about this. The question that I asked was, so the grateful card came up, and that goes along with what I just said. You have decided that you're going to be more grateful. Okay. So the comforted one is kind of like, I feel like you're like laying in bed at night and you started thinking about how lucky you were. After this incident happened, you were kind of like laying there in bed and you're kind of like, you know what? I am so lucky that I have a roof over my head. I am so lucky that I have a bed to sleep in. I am so lucky that this and this and this and this and this is in my life. And that's what that feeling is right there, is when I look at that. And then I feel like the next morning you woke up on the good side of the bed and you're like going, man, that really made me feel empowered. Going to bed and being grateful for what I have in my life instead of going to bed bitching and moaning about all the things that is wrong. And you realized that there was a shift. It was kind of like you realized how empowered that you felt after you kind of switched your mind over and started thinking about all the stuff that was grateful. Confused in the reverse position, confused, disoriented, bewildered, and puzzled. And although that is in the reverse position, I feel like that is kind of, you were like going, the puzzled word seems like that's the thing. It's like you're kind of puzzled, like going, why didn't I figure this out sooner? Why did this take me so long to figure out? Why did it take that close call for me to like flip the switch? And it's like this feeling of like going, remember, I said you went to bed one night being grateful. You woke up the next day and it was like you had this kind of a shift and you're like going, God, man, why didn't I figure that out sooner? And the grateful card, obviously. You're thankful, appreciate, blessed, and it's like all of a sudden you are more focused on being thankful and appreciative and blessed for what you have and not focusing on what you don't have. I feel like hateful was something that you experienced in the past and you're like, I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to be hateful. And you recognize that I feel like maybe in the past there was a lot of hate in you. You were angry about a lot of stuff and you focused on everything that you were angry about, and it just kind of perpetuated and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more angry you got, the bigger it got and the madder you got, until it just got to be like this big ball of angry, nasty, hateful energy that had kind of consumed your life. And this, whatever happened, like I said, near-death experience, car accident, health scare, whatever happened, like flipped this switch, flipped your thinking and made you go, man, I have been so focused on this negativity in the past that I don't want to be that way anymore. And it just like dissipated almost overnight. It just like went from from black to white overnight. Loving, devoted, affectionate, tender. Now this came up in the reverse position. Let me think about this. What I feel like I'm seeing with that card is you are questioning whether you are staying in the positive or whether this is just a temporary thing. Whether you're going to all of a sudden be lovey-dovey and happy, or whether, because that's the feeling, it's kind of like if this was in the upright, that would be kind of like what you would be doing all the time. But I feel like you're in your head, you're kind of like going, all right, I may have flipped that switch, but you know what? I'm not going to be all rainbows and roses and happy all the time. And I don't think that's normal for people. So if you have a bad day, recognize that it's a bad day, not a bad 6 months. Get up the next day and try to rearrange it for the next day. So if you do revert back to that negative energy that you were in for so long, just know that it doesn't have to stay there. It doesn't have to take over your life again like it did. You could kind of snap your fingers and go, hey, I'm going to go to bed tonight and I'm going to be grateful for everything that I have, and I'm going to hope that the next day comes up. And so I feel like you're going to start focusing on that, but it's not necessarily going to stick 24/7. And that's what you need to be prepared of. So on those days when you have a bad day and you maybe revert to your old ways of being angry and whatever word, angry, hostile, vengeful, spiteful, just know that it's probably going to be a lot shorter time span than what it used to be. All right. Let's see. What cards do I want to do next? I feel like I want to do angel cards here. What last words of advice from the universe do they have about this? Do I want both of these? No, there's 3 there. No, I don't want all, you know what? I don't want all 3 of those. It'll come out when it's supposed to come out. So let's see what the universe has to say about this switch. This near-death experience or whatever, was this, I want that one and that one. Let's see what else they have to say about this. And that one, and that one. Let's get one more. And that one. Okay. So the first thing they have to say is, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. And I feel like that's the universe saying, you were not able to write the things that you wanted to have happen because you were too focused on everything that was wrong. And this is the one thing that I have learned is the universe will not give you gifts if you are not going to appreciate them. So this thing, this switch, this shift that has happened, it's kind of like going, okay, we have seen progress. And now because you are going to be grateful for what we give you, we're going to start giving you more things. You can start writing out that list of how you want your life to be. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're ready and deserving of them, and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That's the one thing that I have learned over the last probably good year is the universe is not going to give you gifts if you are not going to appreciate them. Time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So that tells me like this is like a cycle that's probably happened. You've like kind of let go of an old cycle. You had that near-death experience, that scare, whatever, and now you're moving on to something different. The next one says daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, and ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. This could all be something new to you. If you have been really, really super used to focusing on everything negative in your life, and suddenly you have decided that you are going to start focusing on the positive, it can be an effort to keep your mind in the positive and then receive the blessings that the universe are going to start bringing to you. This is not saying that you have had this thing and all of a sudden everything's probably going to dump in your lap all of a sudden. Again, remember I said you probably have some days you're going back and forth. Your vibrations may still for a while be going back to the old ways and into the new, and back to the old and into the new. But I feel like you are not going to be staying in the old negative thinking as like for long periods of time like you did. Cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. What did I say? This is like an old way. You're letting go of your old way of life and moving into something new. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. I feel like that's a purified body and a purified mind and a purified way of thinking all together. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. How am I doing on time? 19 minutes. I think that's good. So basically, it sounds like you guys had some sort of a life-altering near-death experience, accident that almost happened, something that you saw your life flash before your eyes, and you have decided to focus on gratitude instead of negativity. So, I'll check in with you guys middle of May. We'll see how you're doing. We'll see if there's any other things that can come along that can help you stay in the positive versus the negative. There really are, I want to say activities, but that's not the word that I want to use. There are practices. There are practices that you can do to help stay in that positive frame of mind. Okay, so I'm hearing change your thoughts, change your life. Wayne Dyer was a great person who talked a lot about changing the thought processes and getting out of the negative thinking and staying in the positive. So it is a work. It is a work of effort to do that. It generally isn't something that happens that you're 100% happy all the time overnight. I mean, that's just illogical to think that that's going to happen. But you have had an opportunity to kind of a wake-up call. And so now is kind of where the work comes in, is trying to stay in that positive frame of mind. So we'll work on that some more together. I will see you guys middle of May. Bye.